Yo, come on, man.
Yo, welcome back to Running Point. I'm DJ.
Ronnie.
Surge.
Here we talk about everything Knicks, Lakers, and anything in between.
Yeah.
How was the weekend, man, fellas?
Straight.
Weekend was good, you know what I'm saying?
Nothing crazy?
Nothing crazy.
Nothing too crazy.
Nothing at all.
I mean, had a couple drinks last night, drinking,
How'd
chilling.
it go? Any funny stories you can share? Or anything that happened? What's happening?
Nah, you know what I mean? Ain't nothing happening. Niggas just chilling.
Any wild weekend stories? Any kind of stories that you want to share? That you can remember? Anybody? Why are you laughing, bro?
Somebody gotta slow
Like,
down.
right? What's happening?
Somebody gotta pick this up.
So basically, I'll say. So basically, there was a couple of nights. So one night, me, my boy Jason Price, and my boy Sean, we went out.
Jason,
Yeah.
I stayed.
Yeah,
that's my counselor.
Jay Price. Yeah. So we went out. I forgot exactly where. I think it was Alchemy, New Haven. I got so drunk I fell asleep on the speaker.
What?
Yeah, crazy.
Wait, you fell asleep.
Fell asleep on the speaker.
On the speaker.
On the speaker.
As it was playing.
As it
Fell
was
asleep
playing.
on the loudest part of the club. That's where you decided to fall asleep. The
Like that.
loudest part.
On the speaker.
On the speaker, dog.
You're drunk.
And then the second night, this is the second night, I got so drunk I tried to climb a tree to the point that they had to drive me home and undress me to get me back in the bed.
Excuse me?
Yeah, I was like shit
Yo,
faced a couple times.
Pause that night.
Yeah,
that whole
pause.
night. That whole night, just pause.
But yeah, like those two
We need
situations.
to know who
I
was
probably-
dressed.
Yeah, I just paused it. I don't want to know.
Pause.
Because
But
he said day,
Cause
I know it was.
I threw up with myself. I threw up in the back of Sean's Magnum. It was a rough time I was going through. Yeah. His Magnum. Pause, man. His Dodge Magnum, man. I threw up in the back and I threw up with myself.
Yo, DJ.
And I threw up with myself. Yeah. That's pause.
And he threw him on himself.
Yo, that is the wildest pause in history. That you threw up on the back. That is the wildest pause.
Yo, in the back of the Dodge Magnum, I threw up with myself and in the car.
Oh,
So that's why I had to
Should have
undress
just
me
said
and all
the back of the Dodge.
that. I would just, yeah. My bad. It does sound crazy. So nothing, like, I just embarrassed
Bring 'em up
myself to
here.
everybody.
Let me go.
No one's willing to share nothing? And then I still have to wake up in the morning to go to work.
Share the stories of how I get drunk and throw up.
I mean, so I still had to go to work and perform. No one else wants to embarrass themselves, I see. Y'all too cool to do that?
I've never had that type of experience.
No crazy nights to where you...
Man, you have that experience.
Like, right. So what we talking about?
Where I've
What we
thrown
talking
up
about?
on a Magnum?
Right? Like, ain't too cool now, I see.
What are you talking about?
So share.
I've thrown up. What do you mean?
Throw up.
Yeah, I've thrown up like the typical.
I was throwing up a couple weeks ago.
See,
A couple weeks ago, I was tore up throwing up. Yeah.
What were you doing?
Drinking.
I'm saying, where were you at?
I was at this little bar, this chicks.
Turn it up. Feel it yourself.
She bet me that I couldn't drink 3 of them drinks. I know I got through 2 of them. I know I got through 3, but I just don't remember getting through
What's
the third one.
the drink? What was the drink of choice?
You know, some cocktail
Was it
joint.
mixture?
I don't know, some cocktail joint at some bar.
Gotcha. Okay.
Listen,
All
at
I
this
know
age,
is that the
anything
night
makes
she
us
got
the
me on
same.
video
Nah,
throwing
man.
up.
Nah, they got you on video?
Yeah, throwing up.
Embarrassing.
Crazy.
Mad embarrassing. So nothing, sir. You still gonna keep that to the chest?
What are you talking about? What do you mean? Nothing recently. Nothing recent.
Anything old?
They fighting or something?
Yeah, facts. The only
I
reason
threw
I'm
up
asking.
one time
go ahead.
here years ago.
Years
ago.
I'm only looking for
3 years.
Years ago. Exactly. Years ago. Your first year. Years ago. Try to put me on.
Yo.
I threw up here years
That's
ago.
crazy. I mean, the only reason I'm asking because one of our heroes, one of our goats, just recently. It is in the past, but one of our goats used to go out heavily, drink heavily, and the night before he played a basketball game and dropped 40 on your head. AI, man.
That used to be
Iverson,
me.
yeah.
I ain't gonna front.
Oh,
here
we go.
Special. Yeah, I
That ain't nothing special?
Nah,
You the
man,
smallest
I used to
player in the
be
court?
Drunk, hungover, and go pull out 8
Finals-
hours on this shit.
Playing
nigga.
out of 48 minutes, Lindsay, he's playing 43 minutes.
Damn.
Like every night. He's averaging 43 minutes. Exactly, 43 minutes, and he's killing you. One time he was a finals or NBA finals, not a finals MVP, but an MVP in 2001. He led his team to to the finals. He got the one win over the bum ass Lakers that year.
Oh, for real?
Yeah.
How are you
like
gonna
the
say
step over
one win over the bum ass
Tyronn Lue?
Lakers?
Because y'all should have watched. Y'all should have swept the finals. I mean, swept the playoffs, which I didn't. But anyway,
We lost
but
one
AI is
time.
getting a statue basically by the 76ers.
One time.
Is my point.
Nigga,
Lens.
why are you saying we? You wasn't even Lakers fans back then.
How are you
Chill,
talking about?
Relax. Relax.
Damn, she pulling his card.
The Suns.
Oh,
Pulling
well,
his
I
card.
was a Laker
Pulling his
fan.
card.
I've been a Lakers
Pulled his
No, you
card.
haven't. Nigga, you thought there was a 4-point shot.
I've never been a Lakers fan.
You thought there was a 4-point shot.
Bro,
Nah, no.
She was watching the Big
She
Three.
pulling your card, son.
No, she's not.
You've never been.
Talk about it, Lens. Talk about it, Lens.
Bro.
When did I watch?
It's me or
Nigga, you thought there was a 4-point shot. Don't do that. Don't do that. Don't do that. Get out of here. Get out of here.
You were not.
Then who was I fan of?
The Suns.
Who on the Suns?
I don't know.
Exactly,
You were a
fam.
fan of
Don't
the
tell me. For 2K purposes, I was a
why?
fan of the Suns.
Why?
Oh, because nigga, this was my my arch rival in 2K, and I didn't start winning until I used the Suns.
Phoenix Suns. So that became your favorite team?
That became the team I watched because I started beating the Suns.
In them
Gotcha.
down years that the the Lakers had.
Y'all had a lot of down years, too.
Stop.
This nigga go.
No, I'm just saying, you had a lot of down years. I'm just pointing the obvious
You know
out.
who had more down years? The Knicks.
Chill out.
The Knicks.
Only because of poor ownership, that's all.
The Knicks.
And that's the only reason why. We have the talent. We've had the
How many
talent.
chips I got?
Y'all
got
wasn't
two.
winning when y'all had previous owners.
We only have one owner. Two owners. The son and the fucking father.
Melo.
Huh?
Y'all didn't win with
No, we didn't win a Melo, no. Not at all. Great favorite
They
player.
have not won since we've been alive.
Basically.
Like,
It's
you
been a
know what
long
I'm saying?
time. But
We
I'm
don't
just,
know.
I'm just taking a stab at the Lakers. Sorry, that's
Like,
during that time
winning,
period.
he doesn't
That's
know
all I was
anything
thinking
about
too.
How are they sorry? We lost one time in the playoffs. One time. One.
I'm just saying, to someone a team that wasn't supposed to be there.
Bruh,
You about to
Nigga,
roll up?
this
Huh?
is why they're giving him a statue.
No,
This
of
is
course.
AI we're talking
Heroic
about.
feats, of course, by AI. Shout out to AI.
What did
man.
Kobe say? We're lucky he wasn't
He's
6'5".
6'6". Yeah, 6'6", 6'5". Yeah, for sure.
Come on now.
I mean, what do you think about his overall career? Like, is he more of a culture reference than Jordan is?
Allen
What?
Iverson?
Yeah, AI. Culturally, is he more relevant than Jordan is?
For the
No.
time that it was, maybe.
You don't think culturally overall? You don't think he's changed just how people
Yeah,
play?
you're gonna have to roll out there. So.
Tattoos,
Huh? Yeah.
tattoos, cornrows, the headband. You know what I'm saying? Like, just
He's not
swag in the back.
more
I'm just
than-
asking. Than Jordan?
not than Jordan,
Why couldn't he? be?
but
Because
He has-
everybody wants to be like Mike, though.
he has a street legacy.
But that's what I'm saying. Like, in terms of like culturally talking to us, more so talking to us, and what you know what I'm saying? Like, Jordan didn't have tattoos, right? We wanted to be Jordan in another way, but I feel like off court, on court, everybody wanted to be AI.
Yo,
Yo, speaking
I
of
could grow hair. I'm just bald because of Jordan. Nah, but in the 90s, niggas was bald because of Jordan, though.
No, that's a fact.
Like,
that's
that
a
was
fact.
years
That's
now.
a
They
fact.
I'm just saying,
like,
niggas
do everything
started-
because of
just
Jordan.
started growing this shit back.
No, I'm just saying, niggas was rocking like you didn't see tattoos prior to AI. Cornrows
Nah,
you didn't see
you're
prior
right.
to AI.
Absolutely.
Headband, you didn't
Culture-wise,
see.
aesthetic-wise,
Baggy
he was
shorts.
the guy. He was the image of that change.
Bro, it started from
in the 90s.
Georgetown.
Absolutely.
I mean,
When he had the Jordan 11s on with the ankle
There's a way-
bracelets.
But
Yeah, I
he's not.
guess, yeah.
But what are you
Crazy.
talking about? Though?
Huh?
Like culture. Like
I'm just saying culturally, like how, like, do we look up to one more than the other? That's all I'm saying. Because Jordan is different in terms of like sneakers and things like that. Niggas can't fly. AI is a regular nigga. Like he's six.
Absolutely.
He's 6 feet or under,
I think
and he's playing with the best of them.
in the grand scheme of things, I still think it's Jordan.
Okay.
Not that AI is far off. He
Yeah.
has a argument, absolutely, but it's still
Jordan
Jordan.
just still
bro.
got the mystique
Yeah.
about him. I think AI has lost his
You think he
mystique.
lost it?
Yeah, I don't think AI still has his like Allen Iverson mystique, like the answer. I don't think he still got that.
I think so.
Like he's still Allen
Yeah.
Iverson, but like he doesn't have the mystique
I
about
don't
him.
feel like-
Jordan
I
has a
don't think these new
mystique.
players really revere Jordan like that anyway. You know, I think their goat is now LeBron or Kobe. I
Their
feel like
goats-
Jordan is
their
kind of
goats are
like
Paul George
No, no,
and
no.
whatnot.
I think Jordan's just in a different category.
no.
Everybody-
What I'm saying is no. I'm just saying in terms of being talked about. That's all I'm saying. They're relevant because his Jordans and they're fire. But him as a player, I don't think they know what he was. You know what I'm saying? They know what the Kobe looks like. They know what the LeBron looks like.
You're right.
That's all I'm saying. Jordan is obviously Jordan in another tier, but these young dudes,
Yeah.
they don't
I
know
mean, they
who
didn't
Jordan
watch him.
is.
Yeah, they didn't
Yeah,
watch
so
him.
they have no. They only Kobe would be their closest, and this nigga's fucking laying on fucking Kobe's jersey, bum ass nigga.
But that says a lot because Kobe is like the carbon copy that we have.
Of course, yeah,
from
that's what I'm
Jordan.
saying. Like that's why I think people relate more to Kobe than they do Jordan. But yeah, shout out to AI man on that one.
Speaking of Jordan, what do you think about Larsa Pippen and Marcus Jordan?
I mean, it's good, man.
How that happened? How
I thought
they
that
break
was
up?
allegedly.
Like who broke up?
No,
with
they
who?
broke up. They broke the wedding off. I don't know.
They was really together to break up though.
Bruh, why was he dating her?
Facts.
I
Yeah.
don't get that.
I think we all know why.
Why?
We all
That's
know
fucked
why.
up.
Dad said, "Yo, take care of that for me, son."
Yeah, nah, that's fucked. And then Jordan accepted to be his best man if they would have got married.
Jordan?
He did.
Yeah,
Michael?
yeah. He agreed to be his best man if they got
I
married.
thought he wasn't in support of it.
Nah, he was in support of it.
No, he wasn't.
Yeah, I believe so. Google it.
Initially, he wasn't.
Initially, he was, but I think he agreed to like do
He
it.
was
I
not
think-
gonna be the best man.
I think so.
He knew
Google it
he
real
wasn't
quick.
getting married. He
Possibly.
probably was like,
Yeah,
I'll cut
he
your
just
ass off.
That's crazy
He
though.
probably said
I
that.
doubt Michael Jordan
But
would even
why-
have made a public comment on that.
Why date a chick that's in her 50s? Or marry her that's in her
She
50s?
don't even look good.
How about a chick
Yeah.
that your dad was like
Yeah, piping.
teammates
Yeah,
with?
piping.
Wait, his dad has sex
No.
with
I'm just saying, like, probably, well, Scottie Pippen, obviously, and then everyone else. Future, clap that.
Future.
You know what I'm saying? Like, mad people clap. Why you want that? She
It's
for the
not even
streets.
that. It's just the fact that your dad and her ex-husband.
She
was
probably watched you one
teammates.
time. She watched you a
Yeah.
couple times.
Isn't that awkward?
That's
bro?
crazy.
You think-
Not really.
It's not
For
crazy.
him. Like if he had a crush on her all these years, I guess I may be like a wild fantasy and some shit.
That's
A
crazy.
fetish type joint. But like outside looking in, like me just looking at her right now, she does not look good.
That's what I'm
You
saying.
think so?
Nah.
I don't know.
And how old is she?
I don't know.
You know what I'm saying? She's got to be in her 50s because Scotty's probably like 50.
Doesn't she have kids with Scotty?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And his son
And-
played in the
yeah.
league a couple years ago. And then one of the teammates was fucking Pippen. Michael Malik Beasley
Yeah, Malik Beasley.
Really?
was yeah, and he was teammates with her son, Scottie
49.
Pippen Jr.
Why
Yeah,
is she dealing with
49.
all these young dudes?
because she's trying to stay relevant.
Yeah, how are these niggas back? Like for real, you like off these pictures, she may look totally different in person. In person, she may be stunning.
No, probably worse than this, dog. With no makeup.
I don't know.
With no makeup. Just picture that.
But these
Have you been
niggas,
seeing some of these IG videos of these chicks?
millionaires is
look
bagging
crazy?
her though.
Huh?
Millionaires is bagging
I
her
just
though.
think it's the circle that you carry yourself in, man. They all run in the same circles.
Yeah, but all people in the industry look like that now.
That too.
The moon blunt. They all got the big the fillers. They all have that
Yes.
aesthetic.
That looks
Yeah.
crazy, my nigga.
Yeah, they all, all.
Remember that chick? What was that mob boss chick wife that used to have her housewife?
I know
The
you're talking
big
about.
lady with the big
Oh,
legs.
big ears.
And
Yeah,
then she had a
that's
big
it. That's
terrible
how all
wig
these
or
chicks be looking like.
lace front or whatever the fuck that shit was. Like, that shit's terrible. I mean,
Yeah, to me.
it's, I don't know why do you think? Why do you think he bagged it in the first place?
Daddy issues.
Damn.
His daddy's Michael Jordan.
Shout out to
He has to live in his shadow all his life.
Facts.
Didn't they get together after the last dance?
Yeah. But the thing is too, like his father, like he has a sneaker company called the Trophy Room. He has access to his dad's collection of sneakers.
He has
And he
a
just-
sneaker company called the Trophy Room.
Trophy Room, yeah. And he
So
kind of
like
just
they make sneakers.
yeah. Well, they kind of like customize, so to speak, the Jordans that have already come
Oh.
out, and they kind of like rework them basically.
Emotional wounds
You know what I mean?
are invisible, fam.
So he's making a name for himself, is what I'm kind of saying. But yeah, possibly. But damn, why that though?
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
That might. I mean, I could definitely see him doing it to get at Scotty since Scotty was talking shit about Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
But like, that's the only reason.
But to get it this far?
Yeah, facts.
Yes,
And the
why
way
it
she
runs
been, and the
deep.
way she been moving, I don't know why people still associating her with Scotty. That shit seemed like it was centuries ago.
Because her last
Like-
name is Pippen.
Yeah. And for her
And
to
I-
carry that name still.
Yeah, that's crazy.
Crazy.
Disrespecting my last name like that, that's
bro.
crazy.
Like, damn. Shout out. What do y'all think about this Bulls tour? Like the Pippen, Horace Grant. Like, do y'all like that?
I'm in agreement. I don't know if y'all seen the Gil's Arena
No.
episode. I'm in agreement with Gil's Arena.
Yeah.
Yup, I'm with it, but just don't fuck up anything about the team because you take it away from yourselves in the 90s.
But it's just weird as to why they
I
waited so
think I
long.
heard the first interview that came out. One of them was given, I think, was Scotty. He was talking good, nice about Jordan.
Yeah.
You know what I
So
mean?
is
He
Horace
said
Grant.
that Jordan's the GOAT unquestionably and shit like that. I think it's publicly or they trying to build some momentum with it, so they acting like they about to
But why
talk
wait so
shit
long?
on Jordan, but I don't think they really doing that.
Why wait so long to do it though?
Cause
I mean, now you have like everybody's listening to players now.
I guess.
You know what I mean? They're able to build their narrative.
Because they got some momentum. They know people gonna be
They're gonna listen.
looking at it, waiting for him to talk shit about Jordan. So you know what I mean? But I don't think he gonna go up there and just lie. He gonna tell what it is. Then most of it is winning.
We'll see. I mean, going to winners to some potential winners this year. LeBron James and the Lakers come back from a 21-point deficit.
I know I've always liked you. Potential winners, right?
What?
We about to win a chip. I feel you. This shit.
Contending. Everyone's contending right now, right?
You missed that, GDJ. Right there, DJ.
I see it out the quarter.
This nigga mad. Knicks is tumbling. That's why he mad.
Yeah, we're a little stumbling, but the fact that like LeBron and the Lakers come back from 21-point lead away at the Clippers, and then LeBron just passed 40K in career points, first player ever to do that. Thoughts? What y'all thinking? Is Bron the GOAT now?
I mean, if you consider him the GOAT, cool. He got the stats to prove it. He's not my GOAT. Yeah, that's it.
Why are you looking at me, player?
I mean, that was a.
I'm just asking that.
Nah, he ain't the GOAT. But every time you watch him, it's hard to not call him the GOAT.
That's what I'm saying. You can't deny him now.
You know what I'm saying?
If you're in favor of him being the GOAT, there's the stats to back it up.
Mm-hmm. But that's what's considered a GOAT, no?
He's the only player with 40,000.
And LA by himself.
I'm saying when the eye test comes to it, you've seen something better. Like that's the only.
Have we though?
Huh?
Have we?
Yeah, man. Jordan was great. Jordan, yeah.
Was he? But was he before his time? Because I feel like this era is more athletic. Yes, there's less defense, but the athleticism is off the charts. I think back then you had players that weren't as athletic as they are today. So Jordan stood up, like not saying taking away from Jordan's greatness, but he played against a lot of more athletic.
But you had a lot of
athletes.
Overall, the athletic ability was less back then,
and skill set.
But you had athletes.
I'm not saying that, but
you know
in comparison,
when you go back and you look at these niggas, some of these niggas was athletes. It was just Jordan was how LeBron stands apart physically from everybody else in this generation. Jordan did that for that last generation. He stood apart physically. The nigga was cat quick, crazy jumping ability, big ass hands, like. He was that.
I think he just in the right era.
And fundamentally he was
the right era, yeah.
Fundamentally he was nice, man.
So,
he crazy.
So if he's not in,
if
he doesn't get drafted in '84.
No, Jordan's an errorless player. Don't get me wrong, but I just feel like the level of talent wasn't that great. That's all I'm saying.
It was talented though. When we really think about it was talented.
If you go look at just pull up the numbers for the '90s, just the top shooting guards in the '90s.
I think it's
right.
I think it's multiple.
Just everybody. Look it up. Go ahead. I'm sorry.
It's multiple variables. Like you got a ref coming out right now that says that they
used to inflate the stats.
Yeah.
For the, you know what I mean. So
and that's just one ref.
But that's just one ref. But think about it. Just because they were doing it then, who said it stop, right? So
it wasn't a ref, it was one of them
statistics.
Statistics.
What it lets you know, I thought it was ref. Like what it lets you know is, NBA is just like WWE, WWF. You know what I'm saying? So we listen to that entertainment component.
Of course,
and,
but I don't.
But I mean, come on, man. This nigga got all the stats, bro. He got everything, bro. And he's leading his team. He's pushing himself. He look like he's still in his 20s. Like
it's how you judge greatness. That's the only thing. Like you can't like what Sir said, like I can't if somebody say LeBron is the GOAT, like how can I say not? Like look at the numbers.
Yeah.
But if you was to just put them on a basketball court with no numbers and nobody taking notes of stats, I would say Jordan's better. And that's what it is. Maybe he was better for 15 years and LeBron's been great for 20 years, but it depends how you judge great. Or it depends how you judging the best.
No, Jordan was so great in his era that he made everyone looked average. No one looked great to me in the 90s. Everyone looked slow, unathletic. Lateral movement was terrible. Like their skill set was bad. Jordan was just, they called him the black cat. He was He was quick. He was elusive. He could jump out the gym. He had all those skill
we
sets.
can't say that.
The athletes today
But
are
he
just
still
as,
has the highest recorded jump, though.
the athletes of today are just as I'm saying in terms of the competition. The athleticism is a lot better now, tougher now.
The
So therefore,
athleticism is better now.
So the skill set for LeBron may not show, or flash as much as Jordan does, because the style of play is a lot faster for Jordan and slower for everyone else. So you can see it. You can't see quickness on quickness a lot of the times.
Right.
Bro, I think we're just drunk off yesteryears. That's it, bro.
Possibly.
Like, we just think the shit we had back in the day was the best. We was children. It was the best years of our lives.
Not
Seeing
even.
shit for the first time.
But
at
we
a
saw
very,
it, though.
very high level. But think about it.
We're talking about one person, my nigga. I could understand if I was saying, oh, yo, the 80s and the 70s was better at basketball or overall. I'm talking about one guy, my nigga. One guy. That guy still athletically stands out from the people of today. The nigga was nice. The nigga was nice. We got videotape of him.
Of course,
Like,
but
you know
again, you
what I'm
also have videotapes of him playing against subpar talent where he looks the best player on the court at all times. And it's not even close. At least now there's balance. Teams had to team up for granted it's different.
What about all right? So
Bron
who
playing against scrubs or some shit?
No, he didn't play against scrubs, but from 2003 to 2010, who was Bron going against?
In the East, he was going against
03 to 2010.
a couple of different teams in the East. You had then you had the Hawks, right?
Yo,
you had the Hawks.
Did you believe they could beat?
I'm just saying at the time.
It's the equivalent to Jordan in the 90s.
Not necessarily.
What you mean? It's the exact same
I'm talking about the
thing.
skill set is a lot better. Have y'all actually go back and watch games?
Why is his skill set much better? It's because of him.
Who?
Jordan. He's the one who brought the skill set to the NBA.
I'm talking about the other players around him, the competition that he was playing against. They weren't skilled.
I know, and I'm telling you, Jordan brought skill to the NBA.
I never said Jordan wasn't great, dog. I'm killing the era that he played in. That's all I'm saying.
It was a different era. It wasn't, but all of the teams were structured like that. That's how the teams were structured. Every team had one great or two great players.
Who?
And then the rest of the team was subpar,
Trash.
Except for the 80s. I mean, except for the Lakers and the Celtics in the 80s, they had stacked teams, but every other team was built like that. If you look at the Bulls, it was Jordan and then Scotty. Scotty never really averaged above 20, maybe 20, 21 points a game. Like, he wasn't like that big of a deal. It was one person and then a roster full of other guys. Now in today's NBA, because the talent level is high, but that's why LeBron had DWade, Chris Bosh, Ray Allen. That's why he has Kyrie. That's why he has Anthony Davis. He has other stars with him. So everything is still evenly matched. Everybody, you got to judge it by your era.
It's not.
And based on what we seen,
it's not though.
This nigga Jordan was the best, man.
I don't think so. All agree that we're not going to agree on this topic, right?
That's true.
That's a fact.
We're at that stance.
I mean,
I'm just saying, this niggas. Go ahead, Greg.
What do you guys think about the
Clippers?
The Clippers outlook the next season.
I think you're gonna ask a question. And now they pick it up until late.
We talking about this shit.
We don't feel no type of way about the Clippers.
But
it's a
huge topic. I feel like that topic is always gonna go on. That's all. That's all. I was kind of get passionate about it.
What I'm saying is
he just told us to move on.
Yeah, of course.
When you watch Joe Button,
yeah.
The attention time spending niggas, you got 40 minutes of B-roll right now when it could be just a solid, impactful 10, 15 minutes.
So, the team that they just came back from, the Clippers, Rush just fractured his wrist or hand and now indefinitely. What kind of impact does that leave on the Clippers now? Is that a big blow?
Nah, not really.
Why not?
Can I ask a question?
Go ahead.
I haven't been watching it.
Yep.
Clippers. How has Russ been performing coming off the bench?
Like Russ.
Is it 6-man material, or is it inconsistent, or
it's Russell Westbrook as well. Yeah, some days it's great, some days it's not so great.
Yeah, correct. It's the same.
Like, he's regardless, consistent. You're gonna look at the numbers and be like, "Oh, this is what you got off the bench. This is nice. That's it."
But do they lose if Russ is playing? You know what I mean? Like that.
No, because you still have PG, Leonard. If Russ doesn't play, you just stagger the minutes between everybody else, or you just give James Harden the ball more, and you don't lose.
I mean, he was coming off the bench. Yeah. Like, they'll just bring the next person off the bench. Like, he did impact the momentum, when Russell Westbrook's in the game, so they'll miss that. But as far as he'll be back for the playoffs.
Got you.
You know what I'm saying? I don't think it's a big
You don't think
blow
it's
to
going
him.
to hurt them potentially, like seeding anything like that?
It should not.
But I mean, granted, seeding in the West is kind of crazy. You lose a game, you go from 2 to 5 to 6
quickly,
and it's getting closer now.
Yeah,
like where the losses are adding up. But I think the Clippers are fine.
How many games are left in the season? Do we know?
Like 25.
No, I think it's less than that now. Because they might have played like 5 to 7 games already since the All-Star break. So it might be like 20 games left for the season.
What is
My Lakers about to make a run.
But can LeBron, going back to Bron, can he sustain the amount of minutes that he's playing?
Yeah, about 21 games left.
I would love for him to get some rest. Like a lot of these teams in the West, like with the Clippers, Kawhi, he gonna need some rest. He's been playing all season. He ain't done that in years.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? The same thing with LeBron. We would love for them to get the rest, but it doesn't look like they have any chance to.
But look, the Clippers are 2 games back in 4th place from 1st place. You know what I'm saying? Like
they got a little bit.
Huh?
They got a little bit of space. They're 4 games in front of New Orleans.
You never know, though.
I mean, 4 games is not a lot, but that's a little bit of space.
And then Phoenix
never know
slowly getting their legs up underneath them.
Like the Clippers not making the top 6?
I don't know. I feel like a lot of other teams are getting healthy at the right time. I mean, we talked about a couple weeks ago, the Warriors. They're looking a lot better.
Realistically, you know I don't think this changes other than the Pelicans. I'm going to be honest. Until for the rest of the season, this doesn't change unless for the Pelicans.
How's AD? Since we're talking about health, how's AD?
Consistent.
AD's been doing great and consistent.
Consistent.
Right now.
25 and 12.
Yeah.
Really?
And he was an All-Star this year.
So he's listening to
Yes.
It's quiet though.
But it's he's keeping you afloat in a lot of games, like his performances, especially defensively. So it's like, yeah, he's playing at an All-Star level. He's playing at a Defensive Player of the Year level. He's playing well.
I mean,
he's playing like AD. He's just not missed games.
But what AD? Okay. That's the inconsistent. Like he's inconsistent even when he plays though. Remember every other game that he played last year. He still does that.
It still does that.
But
so
I feel
often.
like it's not 1-on-1 like it was.
It's just he's not missing any games. He's been consistent, so it is usually above 20. He's not giving you no 12-point games like that or anything like that. But we know how he plays, and it's been consistent.
For you guys to win, how much does he have to increase his scoring and everything in the playoffs come playoff time? Or playing time?
What you said he was averaging 25 and
12.
It gotta be 30 and 12, 30 and 15 in the playoffs.
Yeah. Playoffs.
Okay. Or playing, I should say.
Playoffs. We're gonna make number 6.
Playing.
That's why I said the Pelicans.
Huh? No, I'm just saying. I mean, right now, the West is tough.
Yo.
So I don't know.
I mean, I know we ain't there yet, but the Knicks they've been
we
trending
got
on the wrong side.
Couple, you know what I mean? Couple L's.
All right.
Couple lessons.
All right.
You know what I'm saying? No losses. Only lessons.
I ain't gonna hold it to you.
You number 4 though. You tied for number 4.
Yeah, I mean, that's like work. Milwaukee's on that.
Oh, whoa.
What?
In the East, 4 through 8.
Yeah.
It's a half a game or a
game and a half.
Half a game. A game and a half that separates y'all.
We good.
Talk about playing.
Nah, we're not going to the play-in, dog. We're top 4 in the West. I mean, the East, and we're going to stay there. Embiid's coming back. Do you like that? He's coming back from his knee injury. He doesn't care.
I like it for.
He said he will be back no matter what. That doesn't sound like he's going to be back healthy or that's the schedule that his knee is on. He's just saying he's going to come back.
Why risk it, though?
Because he feels like he's had a great
21 games
team.
left in the season. You're not playing for anything. Well, you are playing for, obviously, a chip, but to your point, he's not 100%.
Nah, he should come back.
Why wouldn't you come back, though?
Nah, come back, postseason, come on.
We've seen him in the postseason with a bum knee. He's not great.
Every year counts.
But
everybody's
he
hurt.
doesn't. I don't think he performs well in the playoffs because he's always hurt.
This could be the year that he changes the momentum. Like, bro, he got.
I feel what you're saying.
That's all.
I hear what you're saying. Yeah. But we know every year counts.
Yeah, of course. And he's getting older.
Yeah,
you know what I'm saying? Like,
he's not gonna have this opportunity.
Yeah, no, for sure.
And if he doesn't play, they're just gonna use this as another.
I mean, they got a good team though.
I was gonna ask, do they have enough with him being 75%?
They got a good team, but I don't think it's a good team, good enough team to win.
Who's on Philly right now?
Tyrese Maxey. You got
Tobias Harris.
Milton.
I think Milton's gone.
Is Milton gone?
Shake Milton's gone. But they got Kyle Lowry.
I don't know their roster then.
They got Kyle Lowry
as a backup.
Kelly Oubre,
Buddy Hield. Okay.
Batum. Buddy Hield, yeah, I forgot about Buddy Hield.
Who's the center?
Mo Bamba for the time being.
So never mind.
That's for the time being.
I know, but they're not going. But again, can you afford?
You got KJ Martin.
He hasn't been playing though. Can you afford a 75% Embiid?
Yes.
Or do you just shut him down for the season? Huh?
75% Embiid is better than.
Yeah. Yep.
How's he doing?
He's not really playing. He got traded there at the beginning of the season.
What year is he?
Probably fourth year.
Really?
Yeah.
Third or fourth
Yeah.
years.
From the G League?
No, he was on the Rockets
No,
last year. He got traded to the Clippers in the Harden trade,
Yeah.
and he's just been sitting on the bench ever since the beginning of the season.
Not to go off on a tangent.
Yeah.
But since we're talking about, sons of players, like 2-part question. What do you guys think about like the nice banter between Melo and his son, right?
Wait, say it again?
Like the conversations online going between Melo and his son.
That shit is healthy.
And what do you think about like player sons living up to their legacy? Because you got Kenny Martin's son playing, he's all right. You know what I mean? Not really getting game time.
To that.
Hardaway Jr. You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you guys think about like?
I think we got to stop putting the player's legacy on the Suns or whatever.
We've seen it enough times where the son has not lived up to the father's career that I don't even think we're paying attention to it much more anymore, except for LeBron's son, because LeBron came out and said what he said, and we know he's trying to play with LeBron, and LeBron's LeBron, so he's gonna just gather that much attention. But there's plenty of sons in the NBA, and all of them, for the most part, you're either really better than your pops or you're not as good. But it's not like you're never going to be your pops.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
It's few and far in between. Like the one that comes to mind is Steph Curry.
Way better than Kobe, way better.
Yeah.
There's a few people way better that you don't even know their pops played in the NBA.
Yeah.
You'd be just
Klay Thompson's father.
Yeah.
He was the number one overall pick in like the 70s. Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
But I think from a dad's perspective, I guess, I think it's dope because of the fact that the kids didn't grow up how the dads grew up. Some dads might have grown up poor. So instilling that mindset of like, yes, you got a silver spoon in your mouth, but I'm here. You know what I'm saying? Like the mindset has to be different to make it to the NBA. Because you're a Bronny, or because of your KJ Martin, or because of your Kyan Anthony. So it's like whatever they've done to kind of keep them hungry and keep them focused on their main goal. I think that shout out to the dads for sure.
Oh yeah, that's crazy,
you know what I mean?
to like have that expectation since you've been born.
Yeah.
And to still make the NBA.
Exactly.
That's
and to live up
crazy.
to it. I mean, it's still early, but the fact of like they're actually pursuing their dreams. And I love the fact that he's talking shit to Melo.
Yeah.
Like, you know what I'm saying? It's just like, it's just like healthy banter. Yeah. It's like, but it's.
He stacks up against his dad at that.
He's too small right now.
What?
He probably.
No.
What year is he?
Melo was at that.
Yeah, what year is he?
Versus,
junior, I believe.
Yeah, Melo was nice.
Yeah,
Melo was good.
He said my dad ain't have vert at that time. I was
Melo never had
never
yeah,
had that.
Never.
I was taller. You know
but
what I mean? So,
who?
He got a smooth. Kanye got a smooth game.
Kanye saying I'm taller than my dad.
I had 17-year-old self, I
When
believe.
he was 17.
Yeah.
What?
Yeah.
I believe so.
It still
How
don't
tall
matter.
is Cayenne then?
He might be 6'6", I think. You want to Google it
I'm
real quick?
sure.
I think it's but I mean,
I don't know.
you're not anything until you beat me on one-on-one, dog.
Yeah.
Melo not having that. I'm fouling you. Like, I'm doing all that.
He's not gonna beat Melo. I don't think he'll ever.
Melo too nice for him.
I'm just saying, like, I'm bullying you. You're not beating me, dog. I'm grabbing you. I'm doing all that.
Ain't no way Melo was 6'4" at 17. Hell no. Melo wasn't no 6'4" at 17.
But I love it, though. I mean,
That's what they got.
what do you think about Kanye not choosing Melo as his GOAT?
No, this is Kanye.
6'4".
He's 6'4" now.
Yeah. And how old is Melo?
Look how much.
How old was Melo at 17? Can't believe we're doing this.
Yeah.
6'7", never mind.
So 6'4" to 6'7" versus 6'7".
6'6", it says.
6'6" and a quarter.
Yeah, you gotta go at the age of 17.
It doesn't matter at this
Whether
point.
we saw Melo at Syracuse.
Bully ball.
Yeah. We saw Melo. Didn't we see Melo in high school too? Wasn't he on TV in high school?
Okay, look,
There's no competition. Yeah. There's no competition.
We saw it. Come on now.
Yeah.
Cayenne ain't ready for that.
His game is smooth though. I like his game.
Who, Cayenne?
Yeah, smooth. And his Paul George is his GOAT.
See, I
What's up with these
like
new players?
I like the combination of if he's implementing it, Melo and Paul George in his game.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I like that.
Yeah.
Those are too good.
Yeah. Solid.
You feel me?
Solid players. Mid-range guys. Can shoot the three. Consistent. I like it, man. I dig it.
I don't know.
Huh? You don't know
What
what?
was the question? What if
Can Kanye beat Melo right now 1-on-1?
No, can't. But the other question you had Paul George as a GOAT.
Yeah.
Because he's the prototypical, like that's how you would build your NBA player.
Yeah.
Mhm.
Like 6'9". You see Paul George on
He's
the court?
smooth.
Like, but like
Yeah.
just take a look. Like when you see him, he's like one of the biggest guys on the court,
Yeah.
but you just don't see him like that. Like he's 6'9". And now that he's getting older, you know, when you get older, you start putting some weight on you. You can tell, like, yo, this nigga is a big nigga.
Yeah.
But like the way he's so smooth out there on the court, like you don't even look at him. The nigga should be playing power forward.
I haven't seen him play in a minute. I haven't seen the Clippers
Yeah.
play all year.
They're good.
Yeah, they good.
Now,
They're
yeah.
good.
They're
They're
good.
good. And just health. We know the narrative. Health
Imagine if they win this year.
is the biggest thing.
Just imagine.
I mean,
if they win this year, it's the best case scenario because they go into their new arena next year. You
Facts.
open that up with a
Hell
chip.
no, they can't win this
It's in
year. What
LA.
the hell y'all
So they
talking
get a
about?
separate arena from.
yeah, they're finally branching off. The
Wow.
Intuit Dome.
Intuit Dome.
Yeah. 2025.
Wow.
They got new jerseys that go along with it. So they're definitely making a big push. Like their chips are in the middle of the table right now with
Yeah,
this
that
team.
was the jerseys right
That
there.
offers a lot of jobs.
Yeah.
You feel me?
Yeah.
To have a new arena. It's a brand new.
Brand
Where's
new.
it at?
Arena.
It's in LA. I
It's
just don't
in
know
LA.
where.
They got mad bathrooms. That's all I know. they always talk about
And they
the
got like a
bathrooms.
wall. It's something called the wall where it's only fans only, Clipper fans only, and it's like a wall to like on the opposing team's hoop or some shit like that. I don't know. Shit's whack, but it's called the wall.
The opposing team's bench.
But it
probably.
doesn't matter because at halftime they switch, so it doesn't make any sense.
They don't switch benches.
Oh, true. Well,
Yeah, so probably behind the
maybe
opposing
no. It's
team's
in, like in
bench.
front of. It's behind the basket, like the wall.
Yo, let me ask y'all.
It's
this.
weird. I don't know.
Who is y'all top 5 NBA podcaster right now? Since we're talking about Paul George, because there's some dope podcasters from the NBA,
From the league, yeah.
That's a good one.
retired or current.
Yeah.
So, Shaq in the game now. Shaq got his.
I haven't heard
podcast.
all of his episodes.
Like
Top-
AI, I think got a podcast.
Does he?
No, he was on a pod. He was on Shaq's
He was on
podcast.
Shaq's.
Yeah.
If I gotta go podcast, it's definitely Gil's Arena number 1.
Mm.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah,
Gil's
yeah.
Arena number 1. I definitely give Podcast P number 2.
Really, I had never listened to his podcast.
It's good.
I get his
It's
clips
good.
more often than
It's
not.
good.
I like Club 520.
Who?
Jeff Teague.
I haven't
Teague,
only
yeah,
watched the
yeah.
clips.
Jeff
Only watched the
Teague.
clips.
Yeah.
He's a good
Yeah,
storyteller.
I don't
But
know.
his co-hosts are good too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that his co-hosts are better than Jeff Teague. Jeff Teague just
he's just there adding
He's
the
just a name-
stories
he's a
and
name.
he gives
He's a
you the
name.
he gives you the
yeah, he got like a
Because the middle dude always he's
Dry.
he gives you
answers
the
the
NBA
question.
authenticity.
Yeah,
Like,
yeah,
he gives
yeah,
you-
yeah. I like.
Um,
Yeah,
but they got
it's
some
good.
great clips. They didn't niggas is hilarious.
Bullshit.
Then I probably have to go. I don't know if y'all started watching it recently. I like 7 p.m. in Brooklyn with Carmelo
Only
Yeah,
clips.
Miro.
I like it.
and
Only clips.
DWade just started his podcast.
I've only
The
seen
Why-
clips
the
of that
Why.
too.
I thought that was pretty
Yeah.
dope.
What?
The Why.
The why?
I mean, he's
Got
gotten
a
a great.
couple whys.
Yeah.
For D-Wade. It's called The Why.
Yeah, the Why. I mean, he's
Why,
gotten a couple.
nigga?
He got a couple guests already.
Yeah, he got like Melo, CP3, yeah.
Melo, Dirt.
Mm.
It's definitely top tier podcast.
He's going to get the upper echelon.
Yeah.
The people that you probably don't never hear about or hear from. He's
Granted.
probably going to get those guys.
But I like Shaq too.
He'll get like a LeBron.
Yeah.
What you got, Ronnie? Who's your top 5?
Gil. I'll throw Podcast P in there. What some other ones? What's that dude? We gotta give him credit. What's that dude? He used to play for the Mavericks.
Mavericks?
He's a low key NBA player.
What
I don't
year?
know.
White boy?
Nah. Black dude. We'll move on. I remember his name. I can't remember his name. We'll move on.
Who's the white boy that owns Happy
Oh,
Hour?
JJ
Pat
Redick.
Bev podcast.
I haven't watched
Pat
it.
Pat
Bev.
Bev, I like that one.
Bro.
Um,
JJ Redick.
JJ
Yeah.
Redick,
Old Man and
yeah.
3 is good.
JJ Redick?
That's
JJ
good.
Redick got a network.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
Do
saying?
y'all listen to Evan Turner and Andre
I
Iguodala?
like point forward.
Nah,
I do
listen
like
to
that.
that.
I do like
caught
that.
one episode. I caught one.
I caught them on somebody. I
Because
caught them on Gil shit.
They're
I said DeAndre Jordan.
You got a podcast?
Not
Not
DeAndre
DeAndre Jordan. My fault.
Boogie Cousins.
Yo, I'm surprised you went see your boy.
Who?
The Knicks, Jalen
I
Brunson and
haven't
Josh
watched
Hart.
Roommates
No?
yet.
Yeah, that's
I haven't
new
watched
too.
Roommates.
That's new too.
I haven't watched
Yeah,
it.
we can't.
that
Some of
was
these new niggas is just new niggas.
Yeah.
Like some
But shout out to Roommates.
Draymond. We gotta give Draymond.
Yeah.
You know what I mean,
DeMar DeRozan has his just started. It's called Dinner with DeMar, and he kind of talks about it over dinner. Draymond was his first guest. It's more mental health.
His name
So I
starts
like
with a T.
Who?
On
You
the
know
Mavericks?
this nigga.
On the Mavericks? Tyson Chandler?
Nah, he was a college player, but he played in the NBA, but he was a role player. He ain't getting no minutes like that. He got a great podcast. We've done seen mad clips from him.
Okay.
I just
On
don't
the
know.
Mavericks?
Jeff Teague.
Not Jeff Teague. Like
On
his
the
name, like
Mavericks?
On the
I don't know.
Mavericks?
His name like Tito or some shit like that.
Nigga, I don't know who you talking about.
Nah, it's some weird name like that. You know what I'm saying?
And he played for the Mavs?
Like Mavs was one of his teams. You know them niggas be bouncing around the NBA. He was a journeyman, like bouncing around in the NBA.
Not Cephalosha. Nah, that's not.
Nah. We move on again.
None of y'all said Draymond Green.
I said Draymond.
All the smoke is good too. All the
All the
smoke is
smoke, yeah, man.
KG certified. Y'all listen to that?
I watch. Yeah,
KG
not all the
the Truth,
time.
and he got his own podcast out too.
Paul Pierce?
Paul Pierce, yeah.
Word. Okay.
Was all the smoke the Gilly one?
No,
Nah, that's
no,
with
all
Matt
the smoke
Barnes
is
and
Steven Jackson and Matt
Jackson.
Barnes.
That's really good.
Yeah.
What's
Got
next?
some good
And,
podcasts
Lamar
out
Jackson
there.
got his own podcast.
Oh, I thought he was on. It is what it is.
Yeah,
Okay,
he's on that
He
one.
got his own show on
Oh, on the network.
Yeah.
Got it.
Yeah.
Nah, that's
But
big
some
time.
of
That's big time.
Yeah, see,
I want these
His
players to
perspective.
break down the game though. They don't be giving us any more.
Melo do.
No, Melo don't be breaking down the game.
Melo be breaking
I
it
feel
down
like-
a lot further.
I feel like Gil's Arena is probably the best one at doing it.
He tried. Yeah, he was
Him and
good.
Rashad,
Yeah,
especially Rashad defensively, they talk about it, and then as an offensive guy,
yeah.
they try to pick each other apart.
And only Dumb and JJ Redick. Like
Yeah,
y'all
JJ
players,
really
they be
breaks
trying to
down
give
the
us
game. He's a nerd.
stories.
he's a nerd for it.
Yeah,
JJ.
but like y'all players, like give us.
You
You know
just
what
want
I'm
to hear more high IQ.
Yeah. Like that's why I'm
Before-
listening to y'all for. Like what? What
Before
else
he
am I listening
passed,
to y'all
remember
for?
Kobe had detail where he was
Yeah.
breaking
Rare.
down all these games.
Yeah, that's a
Like
fact.
something like that.
That's what I would personally enjoy more.
You got to probably infuse it in. You can't just have a whole show about it. You know,
True.
just like
I like
Lindsay's
when
trying
Bill
to.
do it.
Yeah,
I like
that's what I'm
when
saying.
Bill do it. I would love to hear Kyrie do it.
What is
Yeah.
Neil
I would love to hear
Neil's
Kyrie.
ex-name?
Ime Udoka.
Did he start coaching?
Yeah, he's on the Rockets.
How's it going?
Steady. They got a young team.
He got
Yeah.
suspended from telling Miller, telling Bron shut the fuck up.
Early in the season.
Udoka.
He did?
Yeah, him and Bron got into like a. But they
got a
have
little
history because he
shower
played
match.
against LeBron.
He hates LeBron?
He
No,
played
they
against
played
him.
against him
Played against him.
when he was younger.
So he viewed LeBron as a player,
As a
like, you know
peer,
what I mean?
yeah, as a peer more than.
So the whole story is done about
No, nobody worried
they
about it.
knows.
Who's that? Ime?
Yeah.
Yeah, we moved on that
Yeah,
society.
That ain't nothing. That's nothing. That's old news.
I should have
now.
had it. Huh?
Her name was never released. There was no story.
You don't
There
know who it
nothing.
was? Only
We
the
don't know
black
nothing
people's
about
names was
her, fam.
released.
They just want him out of. They
Strictly
probably just want him out of
about
Boston, dog.
Damn.
For whatever reason. Not saying they got a black man
Nah,
now,
I'm saying,
but they probably just didn't like
did he
him for
mess
the
with the
job.
owner's wife or somebody like that?
Some
We don't
white
even know.
child.
Executive wife.
Allegedly,
The owner's wife too.
Executive wife.
he was knocking something down.
That is wild.
Hey,
Why would you do that? And you black.
and you black, playing for a historic franchise
Bugging.
or coaching for a historic franchise.
Is he like American or is he from Nigeria?
He's from Africa, but I think he came from France.
Just
I
like
wanna
all these
say.
other players that
Yeah, by the way,
Wait,
France.
France?
I believe so. I could be wrong. You know how they all, they obviously leave their native
Came from somewhere.
country, but what's up?
Yo, so everything coming out with DWade, and like one of the funniest remarks, but it's kind of true.
Speak louder, yo.
If you can hear me,
I mean, I can hear you, but
Well, when Mace said is like watching your heroes like go outside, right?
Hmm.
Was he exaggerating, or you guys think like DWade is being too expressive with his creativity and how he's expressing himself with it, like his nail polish and stuff like that.
Wait, what?
I mean,
no, not because that's not the first I've ever seen stuff like that.
Mm.
Because are you talking about like the nail polish and whatnot?
Yeah.
I've seen that a lot.
He's been doing that for years. He's been looking.
What are you talking about?
DWade. He's been looking like the current. He's been slowly evolving into this nigga, man.
His daughter does.
Nah, he's been doing this before.
But not even that.
Yeah.
But not even
Like,
that.
so like,
yeah.
So you think
But aside from
his
that, though,
latest
combat
appearances-
sports, everybody, like, mad people do that, nail polish and all of that, color.
I just, I mean, he's our age. I don't know why, like, that's a thing. I never thought about painting my nails.
I think he's just supporting his daughter.
I mean, hopefully. I mean,
no.
I don't know, but he's been looking,
Different. This
But
nigga be
that's
what are y'all
athletes. That's
talking
all
about? This nigga be
athletes.
having
Like,
blouses
mad
on.
athletes always have
Like, this nigga, come on now. What are y'all talking
Well,
about?
that's what I'm speaking to.
Yeah.
Like, is what we seeing is him supporting his child, or
No.
what we seeing is him being
I
expressive,
think he's supporting his
or
child.
what we seeing him as being fluid with his sexuality.
I think this is how he want to portray himself. Yes, he is supporting his child, of course, but this style that we see of DWade has been evolving. Like, I
Yes.
remember
Yeah.
commenting to myself, like, yo, this nigga looking kind of crazy.
Yeah.
It's before his child happening. So this is him. I don't think it's like, oh, I'm supporting my child, so I'm gonna do this
His
to support.
child is
I
just
think
so
this is
happy to
him.
be
Whatever
trans,
it means to him
Yeah.
and whatever
I
he's
agree with
doing,
that.
yeah, this is
Yeah.
him.
Yeah. And I feel like the trans movement helped along his
That's
style.
why we not getting at him.
Yeah.
Because we know his child
He
is
grew,
like
with,
that.
he grew with it, I guess.
So we not getting at him. But
Yes.
we all see it. We
Yeah.
all why? Want to ask why.
Yeah.
But
So
we just letting it rock.
I'm not trying to be controversial with this follow up.
Yeah.
But I like to look at things from like different perspectives, right? So you saying we letting it rock because he's supporting his child, but have we thought about maybe his child is giving him courage to showcase his sexuality?
Yeah.
maybe.
Most definitely.
Showcase DWade sexuality.
I mean, as long as he's open to it, you should be able to learn from anybody.
When you saying sexuality, like that's the thing. Like I think now, right? At least for me, let me speak from my perspective. I'm trying to distinguish your appearance from your sexuality. Like I have no idea what this nigga's sexuality is besides he's with
his sexuality.
like, you know what I'm saying? He's with Gabrielle Union. For me, I think he a straight nigga.
Yeah.
But I think this is how he feel comfortable want to dress. Now, in the back of my mind, am I like, yo, this nigga probably, you know what I mean? You know what I mean? I done heard rumors. Like he used to throw wild, like he a Diddy type of nigga, except without the criminal part.
But
That
to
we
me
know of.
right now, if
Huh?
I see Kid Cudi,
Nah, y'all haven't heard those rumors?
Yeah,
No,
for
I've
sure.
always, I'm just
So
saying.
that's what I'm saying.
I haven't heard
But-
the rumors. Nah.
There's just rumors. From what I could see,
Yeah.
and what I see is he's with Gabrielle Union, and he's a fashionista. You know what I'm saying? That's what could say.
I agree. What are your viewpoints on it?
What
are
you
your thoughts?
think about Russell Westbrook?
Yo, I
Russell
heard-
don't paint his nails though.
I heard Russell Westbrook clothing line is so high fashion and so in demand that he could have been retired 5 years ago.
Word?
Honor the gift, yeah. It's
What's
great.
it called?
Honor the gift. Yeah, so it's
That's a dope name.
yeah. No, it's amazing. Yeah, it's sold in like Barney's and things like that.
Really?
Yeah, it's up there with like Fear God and all that stuff. It's just not as talked about. But yeah, he's doing a great
it's
job.
Not anything that
It's
I don't
if
think
you know,
we
you
would
know,
wear.
it's in
Yeah.
very high demand and it's a fashion brand. Fashion is starting to be a fashion house. Like,
I think he also bought 100 low income homes in LA
Yeah.
just
Uh-huh.
recently too. So he's doing things.
Yeah, he brought yep.
Like, he's
That's-
like
I
low
heard
key a goat, man. Like
Yo, well, how you feel about that though?
what's that?
buying back the block.
Yeah.
I love
What's
it
wong with that?
Yeah, it's
I
real
love it.
estate at the end of the day.
because
I'm just saying, like, but why? Like, we all know how projects end up. Like, why? Like, why are we? Like, I'm not. It's not a Russell Westbrook
Yeah.
thing. Like, you know what I mean? You helping out your community, but I'm just saying, like, why are we like still buying projects. We know how that goes.
It's not those types of projects. It's there. It's like
Low housing.
No, they're making it, but it doesn't look like a project. It's like a nice modern apartment.
I mean, for today, but when those projects were built. In those times, there were modern things, but there is like low income housing. Is people stacked on top of people. Low income people stacked on top of low income people.
Not always.
Not in this type of like they're modernizing the home, so not everyone is going to be like the Marcy projects anymore. They're going to be more like Avalon Gates.
They don't got
what that mean?
They don't got that.
It's not stacked on. When I saw the pictures, it was tall ass buildings.
In terms of the structure of it.
Yeah, but
then also the occupancy in Connecticut it has to be 70-30, so 70% have to own it and 30% are renters. So it could be kind of that kind of thing. Like who knows what the
say that again?
The numbers we don't know what. So in the state of Connecticut, let's just say for instance, Avalon Gates is you can buy and flip them, right? 70% of those occupancies have to be owner occupied, and the other 30% those owners can rent them out. It can't exceed that number. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
Yeah. So it's just
I don't know what.
I don't know what. Yeah.
Like to me, when I first heard, I was like, yo, that's dope. But then I'm like, I'm just thinking in general speaking, right? It's not a Russell Westbrook question. Yeah. It's just like, you know what I'm saying?
Let me ask you a question.
Projects, like it's just projects, right?
Don't think of it that way, though. I don't think.
Hopefully, this follow up might for me it gives me clarity. Like, what do you think? Mike Epps buying back his block. You don't think that's the first step for gentrification that now he controls? Think about it. Yeah. Everything's from a curved side. I say like if I'm in the hood and I see these brand new spots, I'm thinking of gentrification. Or I said, look, this is what's happening. You don't know Mike Epps owned it. So in comparison, what that does is just elevating the neighborhood.
I feel like you provide hope. Like you're not in the same situation. You know what I mean? It's something
I understand that.
You know what I mean? Go ahead. And it's like it's someone to look up to as well. At the same time, I think just we don't have enough of these stories. It's more negative shit than anything else. So for someone to provide an opportunity for 100 families, you know what I'm saying, or 100 people, 100 individuals, whoever it is, it's like that's big time.
It's definitely big time.
You know what I mean? Plus regardless of
they can do Section 8 and have and you know what I mean, and still make a good ROI on his investment, and then you feel me? Like it's just real estate, fam. They buying it. They know once you build it up, it's not just you did one house.
But that's what I'm saying. Once you build it, like all right.
Now you got a whole.
You talking business,
but I think there's going to be probably guidelines that you're going to follow. You know what I'm saying? That'll be applied.
About business at that level. You know what I'm saying?
You know, like Snoop Dogg, has a football league. A lot of his some players made it to the league, played in the Super Bowl, won the Super Bowl. So it's like again, it's just providing an opportunity. Russell Westbrook built this for us. He gave me whatever it is, like whatever the storyline is could be. So I think it's super, super dope. I don't even know how we got here, but shout out to Russell Westbrook, man.
Nah, he's doing big things.
Facts.
Yeah, I have a follow-up question.
Yeah, go ahead.
I wanted Lindsay to ask this question. Let me know if I'm asking too much questions.
No, you're good. This is good.
So, not to get too political, but seeing how we have like a genocide going on in the Congo with millions of people being displaced, most of them being children. Excuse me, apologize.
Smack dramatic, nigga.
Yeah, right? This nigga slow down come on, man.
Get your bands, Linz. Get your bands.
All right, yeah.
And speak louder.
All right. Oh man. All right. So with what's happening in the Congo, the genocide and it being pushed by big tech companies, and big tech is having a large rise in the stock markets, right? And as a result, a lot of people are benefiting from it, right? And my question is, since the NBA is launching a new sector in Africa, right, and is expanding and growing that business there and that culture, and Chris Paul, is he still leader of the
CJ McCollum is. CJ McCollum is now.
So, do you guys think CJ, and some high level players like LeBron, do you think they should make some, at least a positive contributions in regards to that?
I think we have to be careful in our expectations of people who didn't call themselves revolutionaries or politicians or activists.
Yeah.
I mean,
nothing really needs to be said from them, to be honest.
Yeah, maybe they just want to do their job and not get into politics, which is fair.
I don't be liking what they be saying anyway. Yeah. Like, they don't be saying nothing. Like, nobody be saying nothing.
I mean,
a lot of general answers.
They're not qualified to speak on it.
Yeah,
well, I think to be honest with you, I think they don't have to say anything, but they have representation. So the last 2 out of 3 MVPs were African. You know what I mean? Like from Cameroon and Nigeria, Greek Freak, Joel Embiid. They have Spicy P, who won Most Improved.
So that's what I'm saying.
So they have a pipeline of players coming through that are like showcasing their skills. If they're smart, they'll probably invest in Africa, like an African team or something like that. You know what I'm saying? Like so LeBron or the CP3s.
You don't think as people
that will bring eyes to it, so to speak.
You don't think people as people in the diaspora is like as I speak about one genocide in the Congo, you see what's happening in Haiti that is political, with many different governments having their hands in the cookie jar and having what's going, you know what I mean, and providing variables to make this happen. So there's multiple Haitian players in the NBA, multiple Haitian players in the NFL, etc. Right? You don't think as people in the diaspora who need awareness and who have an audience, it's not that they're celebrities and they have expectations. Is that like, yo, fam, you're part of this collective of
but what they gonna say, my nigga?
Look at DJ Khaled and his thing. He's not saying a
word.
He ain't saying
like,
a word.
until we started asking these white people to speak up about shit, asking all these other people to speak up about shit, like they always asking black people to speak up and represent, and they always asking entertainers and athletes, like, you know what I'm saying?
What genocides are you asking white people? What genocides?
All the ones.
Nigga, why is your people committing genocides? You got questions I could ask, but we don't be asking them nothing.
What white country is going through a genocide is what I'm saying.
I'm saying what white country has committed genocide. We gotta ask that. How you feel about that? How you feel about your people taking over this? How you feel about this? There's plenty of questions and things going on in the world, or going on in America that we could ask white athletes. We don't ask them.
Honestly, they don't care about that.
We don't even have that expectation of them to be speaking about this shit.
But I'm asking, to be fair, right? I want us to look at
I understand what you're saying, because it's a need, right? And we would like it, but it's the expectation of asking, like, you in your 30s. Most of these athletes are in their 20s. You know what I'm saying? It's our expectations of trying to look at younger people to lead us. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's not, and they kids. Yeah. Most of them can't, like, really articulate properly.
You got Jalen Green dealing with Drea, having a baby by her. She's what, 39? Her son is like 21.
Confirmed that's his baby?
Oh, I don't know if it's confirmed, but I'm just saying that's the rumor. You know what I'm saying? So they're making dumb decisions at 21.
Well, all I'm
you know what I mean?
All I'm saying is, guys, is that
and we shouldn't look, like to Lizzie's point, we shouldn't look up to entertainers for any kind of advice.
Period. All I'm saying is, like, you have,
or guidance.
Like, for instance, if you're building an arena in downtown Norwalk or downtown Bridgeport, but there's a lot of displacement going on, homelessness, a lot of issues happening, and you're having then you got a professional team coming, right?
Mm-hmm.
With a superstar. And those people locally are going to be asking, what are you going to be doing for our community since you're building it here? What jobs are going to be provided? What's going to be donated to the people in this community?
The superstar?
This is a non-profit.
Yeah, that was
the superstar is the one moving in. Like, you talk about people moving gentrified and the superstars. Thank you for the room you're making me. Like, you know what I'm saying?
It's the same thing that happened in Brooklyn with the Barclays. And as a result, the voices of the community were heard, and they said, we're providing X amount of jobs because previously they're going to provide X amount of jobs to people outside of the community.
Yeah.
It wasn't happening.
Yeah.
So what I'm saying is textbook is a pattern, so this will happen. So when you're building a community in Africa, yes, people are going to, because of a need and the idea to be the next Greek freak, then people are going to come. But as they come and grow and understand that there's a higher variable of them going through this place and getting pumped out and becoming superstars, then they're going to eventually have the equivalent to the Lebrons and the DWades and the people that we know have spoken about political shit. Therefore, what I'm saying is they're going to eventually get to a point where they say, you're my community. We still have these things going on in the Congo and things like this happening in Botswana and Niger and things like that. What the fuck is the NBA going to do? Because we provide you X amount of dollars by watching, by subscribing, by doing this.
I just don't think they have enough.
That's gonna happen. That's what happens in these.
They probably don't have enough knowledge on what the specific, because Africa's not small.
I'm talking about older players.
Yeah.
Especially like a Greek freak. That's what I mean. Like, because it's just think about it. It's and I'm not talking about white people. I didn't bring up white people in this.
But things have been things have been done though. Like, so for instance, like Dikembe Mutombo built a school. A hospital after his father. Bismack Biyombo built a hospital. You know what I'm saying? Like after his father. So things have been done. They're just not the Greek freaks of the world.
Some of these guys also
it has been done.
Don't want to speak, because when you speak, it's a public relations thing or it's a political thing. Some of these dudes just do action.
Just work. So
look at what's his name?
Who?
The Turkish nigga, that guy in a beef with
LeBron. Cantor.
Yeah, Cantor. Look at him. He spoke up for his country. They put him on the list, nigga. Like, they was trying to assassinate this guy.
Yeah, but what I understand all that. But
Nixon 6.
What I'm asking is, so we're saying putting up
You're asking, like, it's going to come to a point where people of the community feel like the NBA owes them, or people of the NBA should speak up on their behalf. What I'm saying is,
that's not going to happen. That's not going to happen.
These are athletes.
They're not political scientists.
Yeah, like,
they're not
at any point of the expectation of us wanting them to speak, we have to keep the perspective like these are athletes.
You don't want them to speak. A lot of times these people are
you don't want.
You don't want to hear them talk.
And a lot of the times, if they're gonna talk, it's gonna be a theme of the season. It's gonna be something that they push.
Or
that every player is gonna do. It's just gonna be a little general thing. Like, that's it.
Thing.
Honestly, like, if you want change, you're gonna need like a LeBron to deal with like Umar, Reza Islam, like those, the knowledge speakers. You know what I'm saying? Even the elders. You know what I'm saying? Like people like that to make a difference. If not.
Because you don't want to ask Jalen Green.
That's like revolutionary
Minister
change.
Farrakhan, Minister Farrakhan, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's what you need to like speak on our behalf, so to speak. Now, the NBA does put in work. Yeah. NBA cares. They got their programs they do. But that is going to follow the narrative, or whatever narrative that they're putting out, the safe narrative. That's not about... they're riding the fence. They're not taking a side. What you're asking is for people to take, like a Kyrie. They're going to shun that because you're going to offend too many. You're going to offend the people that donate money. Yeah. But the thing is, Kyrie is now on his own, so to speak. He's just tied to the contract, and he signed with Anta. Anta's a sneaker company in China. And pretty much he's creative director for his whole entire product line. He's not attached to Nike anymore, so therefore he can be whatever he wants to be now. It's just what vision does he see for himself and his family? You know what I'm saying? So you got to think about that. So he could possibly be, you know what I'm saying, a lightning rod for what's next, possibly. Yeah. That's all. We need a rebel, and he's the rebel of this generation.
What they could do to your point.
In the NBA, for sure.
We be calling these niggas old guys and whatnot. These niggas retire at 40, let's say. Yeah. At that point, you know, you're building up Michael Jordan, and if he wanted to do that, once he retired, he could have done that. A lot of these players, like I said, they try to make actual change, and they stay away from making statements and making political quotes, because that's going to...
Not only that, it's like, what's the follow-up? Now they're going to ask a follow-up question. How do you answer? You know, you might be a deer in the headlight, so to speak, if you're not so knowledgeable. You can speak out of emotion, but then when they ask you that follow-up, you didn't think this all the way through. Now you're on the podium looking crazy.
Well, no,
you know what I'm saying? And then you might run the risk of like losing. Like, just make it worth it if you're gonna lose a sponsorship or two. Just don't be unknowledgeable about the situation that you're talking about.
What I'm realizing is right. Not to even speak about this a little any further. It's just the more clips about people showcasing awareness is from people not in our culture, and they're initially getting the information from people in our culture.
Yeah.
So I go.
Say that no, I zoned out.
Non-black people is informing people about this genocide right now when they initially got the information from black people, right? And so now you're gonna get awareness from this person that's not from your culture, from that person that's not from your culture. When we could just have someone who has the clout.
I don't think you should rely on the NBA for that platform, like.
But it is a big platform.
It's a platform,
especially when you're building in that community.
It's a huge platform, but that's like.
But that's not its purpose. It's not here to inform you and educate you on social issues.
As big as it is, it's not gonna, because of that connotation, they're not gonna.
But I think it's like anything, right? Brand recognition. So let's just say you can do something subtle where you wear a t-shirt, or just something where it doesn't have to be crazy.
But it's just
because you're who you are.
Like,
you're a billboard.
It'll be there Tuesday night, but we're gonna forget about it Wednesday.
But that might be the first step. Just like a couple of years ago, Kyrie was with the Dakota pipeline when they were trying to drill for oil. Like, you know what I'm saying? The Kyrie was there, but we forget about that. So there's certain things that I'm saying. But again, it's just he's probably gonna do something bigger and better the next time. Or
what we need to do is support the players, the players that actually do something like Kyrie.
Yeah,
like. Nobody talks about it.
Yeah.
There's plenty of people who with podcasts. We just named our favorite podcast. Plenty of black people out there in the media that we could talk about and we could
exactly.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
But what I'm trying to say is some people want a separation of church and state.
Yeah.
Some people don't want to be an athlete and an activist.
That's a fact. You just want to be an athlete. I'm just here playing basketball.
I just hoop. Yeah, I just play football. Yeah. Yeah.
All you do is open up nonprofits.
But that's
get advice to open up nonprofits, and they do.
Yeah, that's a business. Yeah.
Speaking on wars and conflicts when you don't have the background.
I think you just need just a collection of you need one that's the person that's the voice, and other people that's the finance person. It just has to be a collection, a team effort.
Yeah, I'm just
you just can't. Yeah.
That's all.
Of course.
But
I think. I think so.
You seen it? He got at LeBron when he said something, and then when he didn't say something about China, it's too much of a lightning rod.
You can't win. You can't win. You can't win.
Yeah.
So
but it's the NBA. I mean, they're gonna protect their shield at all costs. So if you go against what they do, they're gonna get rid of you. And they're just gonna replace you.
They almost got rid of Kyrie.
Exactly.
Yeah, true.
You know what I mean? So it probably had to do a lot of convincing and all that. But this is Running Point. If you found this episode to be dope, click the link in the bio, like and subscribe. We got to hear. Peace.
Peace.